Marissa, Milton could hit Tampa directly. The Tampa Bay area hasn't seen a direct hit from a major hurricane in more than 100 years. So what are the fears there and how are they preparing?
Hey, Anna, well, I'll point out for those who don't know, I'm looking at a body of water on the other side of us. This is a channel of water. There's a lot of surface area in this region, whether it's the Gulf of Mexico, whether it's the Tampa Bay, whether it's a channel of water. So you can see those preparations preparing for whether it could be flooding, whether it could be storm surge, which we are expecting the strong possibility. You've got sandbags. We've got a water bladder ready to be filled. And then, of course, these flood protection barriers hopefully will do their job to protect these businesses, which are, of course, shut down. This is a ghost town. And if this looks familiar for anyone who was watching us during our Hurricane Helene coverage, it's because this is exactly the same preparations we saw before. But Anna, here's what we are seeing that is different. We went to some of those hardest hit areas in Pinellas County yesterday. Treasure Island, that barrier island just outside of the St. Petersburg area. We're talking to residents who were showing us the devastation. We're talking about all of that debris that, of course, now poses a risk, whether it be through the wind, whether it be through the water, if they yet again see another storm surge with Milton. And so they're in the process of cleaning up the mess that Helene left behind. And, of course, residents like Jeff Lund, who we spoke to, are so worried about what they're going to find yet again.
It'll be a war zone. I mean, 160-mile-an-hour winds hitting the shore, 12-foot surge. It's going to be just, and a lot of these homes aren't, you know, the two cycles and homes like this and stuff, they're up to code, but homes like this and like that, I mean, the block walls will probably stay, but they'll lose everything, the roofs, I think.
And Anna, I was right here with you ahead of Helene. Here's what I can tell you is different ahead of Milton. It is a lot more empty now. There are a lot more evacuations. There are a lot less people walking around ahead of Milton. There's a lot more anxiety. There are a lot more cars on the road. I know that we've seen those packed interstates and highways on their way either further north or further south to safety. And I can tell you, I've spoken to a lot of first responders who are doing their job, knocking on doors, and they said they're not meeting resistance. People are either already evacuated or on their way out, Anna.
It is good to hear and see people just taking those warnings seriously. Thank you so much, Marissa Parra. Do stay safe. And Dana, you are a couple of hours south of Tampa in Naples. The warnings stretch that far. What's the scene like there?
Yeah, so Anna, good to be with you today. Mandatory evacuation started at 6 a.m. today. Beach access is closed. Behind me, this is low tide. We saw much higher waves yesterday, but in the distance, you can actually see surfers showing up. We saw this yesterday, and they are back out today, a different group. But this is what we're seeing here. People coming to the beach. The beach is now closed, but they're taking advantage of this opportunity to try to hit some waves before Milton reaches shore. Right now, we're seeing a lot of heavy rain in the area. This is from a totally different system. This is not even Milton, so we're getting extra rain, more saturation for the ground. We've already seen some localized flooding on the streets, which usually happens here in Naples when there's any sort of rain event. So you can only imagine when more rain comes through during that storm, just how inundated this area could be. We've already received the storm surge warnings on our phones 36 hours before the storm hit, just reminding people to seek higher ground, to move your vehicles. We've seen several vehicles that have moved to city garages to try to protect their vehicles from the storm surge, but it could be feet high, and that's why it's very concerning. We've spoken to some neighbors, one who stayed put during Ian, and he said that that is not a mistake he is going to make. He says, I would rather drive out of here than canoe out of here. So it is so important to remember, if you are told to evacuate, you must do so. Here in Naples, zones A and B have been evacuated. Those are areas closest along the coast and also the area that is most prone to storm surge. So again, officials here warning people to be safe, prepare, and get out.
We
Anna?
hear that rain already falling. We know flooding is another major concern with this storm. Dana Griffin, thanks for bringing us the latest, again, from Naples. Joining us now is Jody Fisk, Director of Public Safety for Manatee County, Florida, which has issued mandatory evacuation orders for some residents. Thanks so much for joining us, Jody. A state senator who represents part of Manatee County said this, quote, evacuate. There's no tomorrow if you are caught in the midst of this storm. Are people heeding these warnings?
They are. We've had no resistance from our responders doing the door-to-door knocks to say, you know, you've got to go. We're taking steps. We're shutting power down to the barrier islands as well as water ahead of this storm. So 10 to 15 foot storm surge, that is a deadly, life-threatening storm surge. So far, we've got just over 1,100 people that have come to our shelters. More are coming. It's critical that people listen to these evacuation orders.
Yeah, it really feels like the warnings cannot be overstated. What do you say to people who think they can hunker down and ride this storm out?
Don't. It really is just that simple. This is, storm surge. It's not rising floodwaters that some people think that they are. It is a force, and our teams are doing the very best they can to get the debris up off the road. But we know that there's going to be some left, and the force of the surge moving that debris around, it's not worth the risk. You can replace things in your home, but you cannot replace your life. So don't try to ride it out.
Back-to-back hurricanes. Helene first, now Milton. There's still a significant amount of debris on some roads from the last storm, including appliances, metal, wood, all of that. How does that complicate preparations as you all prepare here for Milton?
It's an additional step to try to get the debris off the road. Our county teams have been working around the clock. The state of Florida has sent an entire contingent of folks down here to assist with that. The National Guard is assisting with it. But it is a danger, and it is something. There are things that are on the road that would not normally be there before a storm, just due to the damage that we saw with Helene. So crews are working as hard as they can to get it up off the ground. So they'll get as much as they can up, but it is a concern about the projectiles and the high winds.
The region around Tampa is home to more than 3 million people. It's one of the most vulnerable metropolitan areas in the U.S. to storm surge. You talked about how that is the greatest risk for a lot of residents in your area. Can you speak more about that storm surge threat? How far inland could this storm surge push?
So that we have a lot of our teams that are working on the maps for that. We get the information from the National Weather Service. I would anticipate it will probably go further inland, definitely than we saw in Helene, but also due to the fact that, the island topography has changed a bit with the damage that was done by Helene with that storm surge. So, there's a reason that we went to levels A, B, and C. So it's when that surge comes in, it really is a force, and it is not one that you can fight back against.
Jody Fisk, thanks again for taking the time with us. Good luck in the days ahead.